Most of my life, I didn't care about money. Until my 20s, I did not know the importance of it. But then I had a paradigm shift and I figured out why it's important. Welcome to my channel. My name is Masi. This channel is based on a memoir I'm writing. Now let's get back into the video. So, early teens, adolescence, money wasn't abundant. I wasn't well off, or my family wasn't well off. We came from Afghanistan, and once we moved to America, life did feel abundant comparing to where we came from, but we did lack resources such as money and all that. But even though we struggled, it didn't really matter that much to me. I guess there was a safety in my older brothers working and providing for us that I didn't really see the need to think about acquiring a lot of money or anything. I had what I needed, and I was okay with that. But then eventually, after a few manic episodes and getting older, and in my 20s when I really wanted to start working because I wasn't going to college or anything, I decided to get a job, and I was really happy about it. I decided I wanted to work. But the point is, in my 20s, when I finally was like, okay, not a dishwashing job or this job or working with my family at a convenience store, all that, I wanted to do something else. And I decided to work at a call center. My brother was working there already, so he got me in. And at the beginning, it was cool. It was great. It was new and fun. I met a lot of people. I'm an extrovert, so it was great. But then slowly but surely I started hating it, because working anywhere for me over the years has been great at the beginning, and then I start finding flaws and reasons why I don't want to work there anymore. And in the call center, there was a lot of interactions where they were just transactional, and someone like me, I didn't like that. I didn't like that I was just basically doing the same monotonous task over and over, and not really getting to know anybody, but just handling this bill or that bill or so. And it got old pretty fast. I was at the call center for a while, so I think it was at the first time I was there about a year or so. But in the midst of that, I discovered one of my biggest values, and that is freedom. In another video, I swapped out my biggest value for stability, because I realized there's no freedom without stability. And then stability meaning, for me, it meant taking my meds, going to sleep on time, and doing everything I need to do, everything I should do in order to not lose my mind again. So stability is now the biggest value. But then freedom was 10 years ago in my 20s. Freedom became my biggest value, and I was basically thinking in the cubicle, why am I here? What's the point of all this? What am I doing here? And somehow I discovered financial freedom. I think I came across Tony Robbins' book, not Money Master the Game. It was a different one. He's a motivational speaker, so he wrote a lot of books, but he also knew a thing or two about money. I don't think I ever read a page of that book, but I was carrying it around everywhere I went. And just, I realized that I wanted to become a millionaire. That was the only rational thought I had. I'm like, well, I'm stuck here. What will get me out of working forever until retirement, 60, 65, whatever it was. And once I discovered Tony Robbins, I started looking up a lot of different books. And at that time, I was also sober, vegan, celibate, all of these self-improvement characteristics I had at that time. They were compounding with the future I wanted to build. So I started looking up a lot of different ways on how to become a millionaire, how to become financially free, how to become a billionaire, what have you. And this video isn't about jobs being a bad thing. A lot of people do enjoy their work or their jobs, but for me, it wasn't the case, and I wanted to escape the rat race. I don't want to be someone who decided to just work in a place where he was miserable. So I didn't think at that point it was that job was one of the only ones that I had for long term, and it was more professional versus working at convenience stores, corner stores, and then dishwashing, and I think other odd jobs I did. So it was like, I thought I made it. And it's funny how life works that way. You seek to find something, and then you find out something else about yourself, that this isn't it. And for me, that was the case. I tried in my 20s. I tried to figure out what I wanted to do, and long story short, freedom always came knocking on my door. It's I wanna build a life that I'm proud of. I wanna help people, but not in a way where anybody can do it. It's not like I don't want to be a productivity robot. I don't want to be managing bills. People might like that. There might be accountants that like doing that, but for me, call center work wasn't it. And then I had many jobs over my lifetime now, but the dream still remains the same. Financial freedom calls my name. I didn't mean to rhyme that, but it just happened. I was thinking out loud. I'm working on financial freedom. I mean, in different ways. I don't want to get too specific, but I'm trying to figure out what I can do to become an entrepreneur. I used to, back in the day, by back in the day, I meant my 20s, I went through so many different business models. I went from drop shipping to affiliate marketing to, I even almost signed up. I think I did sign up for a multi-level marketing scheme or something like that. I didn't know I was a part of, and then I pulled out before I could get my own office on a virtual platform or something. But I've tried so many things, and at that point, when I became obsessed with financial freedom, I also became obsessed with new shiny business models, and I would take Udemy classes on drop shipping, and then I would stop it halfway to go look at window shop for affiliate marketing classes or courses. It was coined shiny object syndrome. I don't know if that was only for entrepreneurs or wantrepreneurs, but it was for me. I had shiny object syndrome, and eventually I realized, okay, well, yeah, I got to do something, and I put work into a lot of different areas, but I didn't get to enjoy the fruits of my labor. Some good tea, some Afghani tea. I didn't get to enjoy the fruits of my labor because in 2018 I was about, let's go a while ago. It was 8 years ago, so I was still in my 20s. I was 26 or 27. I ended up having another manic episode and kind of derailed the whole self-improvement journey, adventure. But that's okay because I am one who doesn't give up too easily. I eventually find my way again, and a few months ago, or last year, or even the years after, when I was recovering from my manic episodes, I would say that I lost my drive, my ambition, my dreams, my aspirations. But then they keep coming back every time I regain myself or regain my identity. It comes back, and it comes back way harder. So 2025 was great because I was a homebody for 3 years because I was recovering and everything. And then 2026 now is even better because I'm optimizing every path to financial freedom, every path to freedom. And I guess financial freedom is coined as that because I think I said it in a different video where there's freedom of time, there's freedom of location, and then there's financial freedom. So I believe financial freedom can give me all three of those. I want more time to do the things I want to do, which is work on my book, create content, be with loved ones, friends and family, go explore the world. I want to travel. That's what I want to do. So the reason why I'm not saying I'm at the point where I'm financially free, or this is a video of me me being the guru and teaching you guys how to acquire it, because honestly I don't know. It's hard because I created a channel called Freedom Phantom, and it plummeted because I was like, well, I can't really talk about financial freedom because I'm not financially free myself yet. But this video is not about teaching you guys. It's part of my journey of trying to get there, and one day maybe I'll look back on the video myself and just, I don't know, be proud of myself. I already am, not that I'm not, but the dream is still kicking. I will be getting there. But this video is about why I choose that path and not the path of, I don't want to call it the path of least resistance, because there was a lot of resistance for me to do a 9-to-5, a regular job, a white collar, blue collar, whatever it was, and it still is. I'm still working. I still have a few different things I'm doing for work, but I haven't discovered my financial freedom vehicle or my business to establish me as an entrepreneur and no longer a wantrepreneur. So I hope you guys got something from the video. I'm gonna end it here. If you resonated with the video, comment down below. Let me know which part. And if you want to follow the journey, please subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Mountain Lion Mindset out.